Hi there. Welcome to City Skylines HeightMapped Intermediate Series. This is episode 71, and as I promised, I would offline. I decided that I'd do this offline. I put back in the promenades that we lost because I had 2 copies of them in my assets and I deleted out the wrong one. So, I lost them all, so I had to make a new one and put it back in. Now, there's also one that is way up here on the top that I had to put back in, and in the process of going over to show you that one, because I want to do something up there, I want you to notice that we have a lot of need for police. So much, everywhere. Don't ignore those, but, oh, maybe not. You know what? I bet that's all just heavy need for police in the garbage dumps. Yeah, I don't care about those. Criminals can hang out in the garbage. Criminals are garbage. They belong in the garbage dumps. They can go live there if they want to. They can't hurt anybody there. Nobody can get to them. There's no roads. We'll just leave them alone. Okay, so no problems there. It looks like our secondary garbage dump here did clear out. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that one real quick. Something I hadn't planned on doing, but that's good. We can fill this in now. And I'm gonna paint bucket this baby. There. Oh. Well, I thought I was going to. I guess I'm gonna do it this way. I didn't want this part over here because the fire engines have to get in and out. Okay, so that's taken care of. There's a lot of they're asking for a lot of workers, and we will take care of that in a minute. I want to show you first, though, up here on the upper plateau. Let's see here. If I can get my fingers working right so I can get up there. Okay, up here on the upper plateau, we had also lost all of our, get that turned off. We had also lost all of our promenades. So I put new ones in, which of course, won't be any people in them for a little bit because they're brand new now. They were swarming with people, but now we have to wait. But in the process of doing that, I noticed that we had all of the apartment complexes on the back side of the businesses on that road that runs behind it were this size. And what they were doing was making it so that the businesses that were supposed to go on this end only had one tile to go on. And so they weren't there. And the only thing we got was Dino's oil. And I don't like Dino's oil. So I wiped all but just 1 or 2 of them out and made smaller locations. And unfortunately, this line here will always be smaller because it didn't have 2 of it on anything. So I kind of have to leave those and just keep deleting out the Dino's oils until they disappear. All of these are Dino's oils, I think. Let's check them. We don't need this many gas stations, guys. Yeah, Dino Oil, Mug Cafe. Mug Cafe. I could see maybe 1 Dino Oil, but the rest of them are going to have to become cafes or maybe just park area, or maybe we'll delete these out and make this larger here because I'm not going to get anything but mug cafes here anyway. That sounds like an idea. I think I'll do that. Okay, so taking all of this out, because I think we have a couple mug cafes over this other way. Oh, that's really all we can have there, though. It really truly is all that we can have there. Because we only have 1 square to work with, and we can't change that. Or can we? Actually, I think we can. Oh no, I'd have to take out my parks and everything. I don't want to do that. So I'll just let these come out and just put in maybe 2. Or maybe a higher demand. We'll see if anything comes in here that is bigger. And there's 2 coffee shops there, so we don't need anything else. And we'll just leave the rest of this. We'll put some park area in here somehow later in some other episode, because there's other things I want to do here. I do want to, though, go over here to this side. Oops, where we do have room. See, this is what I wanted to do with the other one, but we didn't have the tiles. I already filled this in so that these should have come in bigger, but they had already started growing when I put the back pieces in. So I'm going to take out all of these buildings. They're great commercial buildings, but I would like to get some bigger ones in here, if at all possible. I think that last one's okay. And I don't know, these guys, I have more room for them here. Whether they can go out that far or not, I don't know. So, but I'm going to try and let them go out that far. So we'll leave that as a large one and see if it fills in. If it doesn't, then I'll, you know. Okay, so hopefully this will fill in like this is doing. And I wanted to give people a second way to get in here. So I decided that I would try and create a little teeny tiny bridge that just goes up to the, so people don't have to go through the residential area just to go shopping. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try. There we go. There, now people can come up this way to go shopping, and maybe we won't have such heavy traffic coming through this way when it's not really needed in the residential area. All that other stuff in there is residential. So that's all we're doing up here. And I'd walk you through it right now, but I've got something else I want to do. We're going to fly back over this way. I already, off camera, just like I did the parks, I decided it's time for a university in this town, and we don't have one. I mean, we're trying to put in things like these tall, high-rise hotels, and, you know, they need a university. I don't think that we have one, except back over there where I put one. I'm going to double check. See, we've got high schools. See all the purple? I don't know if you can see the purple. See all the little purple pieces? That's all high schools. We have elementaries. We've got all those. See the purple? Colleges. Nothing. Nada. We don't have a thing. Except that I decided to make another whole town called a university town over here, and I stuck the college over here. I also did a little terraforming because it was, you know, the slopes were so heavy that I had trouble even getting the roads in. So I did that off camera. I'm going to do just a smidgen more right over here, I think, right along this area, just so that those of you who haven't seen it done before can see it working. It's something new that we have. I think it came with the After Dark, or some download update. We got in tools. We got this tool landscaping thing, which we never had before within the game. It was always something you had to do on the map, but now you get some parts of it, and one of them is the leveling terrain tool. And so now, if I could just get my fingers to work right, we could do this faster. Now I can go up here and say, well, I want everything to be this level along here, and I can do this, which will make it all this level. And what it's doing is it's taking a little bit, I also have to come down here and make it the brush strength heavy. Okay, so now we're going to make it all this level, and I'm just going to scroll it across here, And you can see up here in the top, you can see the soil availability disappearing. Pretty soon we'll run out, and it'll tell me that it doesn't have enough, it doesn't have any more soil. It'll come right out and tell me that in a minute. There we go. Not enough soil, it says. That means the bucket's empty, guys. So we go way over here where I've been kind of delving it out. Right click at the lowest point and then scroll over the top of this section, and immediately our soil availability is filled. So then we scroll back over and continue to make everything that level, which fills in all of this. I should do this way. And if we go slow enough, it'll fill it in, so that then when we go to put houses and buildings up here, we won't have to fight with that area. We'll be doing it in plateaus. And you can see we've used up a little of it. So you can also dig out areas. Like if we want it to be this height and we're digging back into, you can see the soil filling back up. As we dig back into this area, okay, you can see the soil filling back in. As we try and flatten it all out. Now if you look at it this way now, you'll see that you've got a flatter area here. Okay, so now we have a nice area up there to work with. We're going to have an area down here to work with. And this is a little bit off here, but you can see how you can push it out as you go. Right clicking here and pushing into this area makes it all, you can see the little ridges disappearing. Right clicking here, left clicking here, it kind of pushes things back a little. Yeah. So you can see that it's been terraformed by people, for people. Okay. Just making a little more room for people to live in. Okay, so I did that off camera, almost all of it, and then I ran this road in off of the, it's just one of our big regular, I think, oh, I'm going to have to update this one because the road on this, I'm going to stop this too because we're going to run out of money. The road on this should, I put it in with this, and it should have been with the bike lanes on it. So I'm going to go ahead and improve that. Normally I'd just do this off camera, but I just wanted to get it done real quick because there's something else I want to do. I want to get up here and show you what else we put in. All I'm doing is left clicking after I say I want to improve it. If it's already been improved to that point, it tells me that it has. Okay, now all I did was put in the road, and I put in a metro system. Get this turned off so that people can get up here. The metro system runs underwater and goes back over to the commercial area. And of course we needed water and electricity, so I ran water pipes. All this I did offline, so we don't have to do it now. Electricity, I used our new underground power lines. And I will offline do the underground power lines. And they, I don't know if I've told you that one. Let's see, no. Underground power lines are by Brain Hin Dirt. Brain Hind, E-R-T. And you can find that in Workshop. And you replace your above ground power lines with it, and it just makes everything so much prettier. So that I can't do it across water. He has one, but I didn't get it yet. So I ran the power lines across the water right next to the bridge. But as soon as I got across the bridge, I ran power up through here, and you don't see any power lines because I put in the underground units that take all the electricity up there. So that's what I've done so far. And now that I've shown you what I've done, I think we're gonna do a little first person. I'm gonna decide what it's gonna be. Put me on hold for a second. Okay, it took me quite a while because we have 61,000 people in this city, but way over, we were down here, way out there at the university when I decided I wanted to find somebody who's going to the university to go to school, and we will go with them. So I found Dexter Price, who is coming from this upper plateau area up here by the dam, and he is driving all the way out there to the university, and we're going to take a drive with him. And he is right down in here getting ready to get on the freeway. I was trying to start from back in the neighborhoods, but I couldn't find anybody. There's just not enough people that have recognized it yet. But here's Dexter down here in his little station wagon, I guess it is, or Jeep. And he's headed out, and we're going to go with him on his Jeep. I'm going to call it Dexter's Jeep, and maybe someday we'll see it again, huh? Who knows? So we're going to go down in here, and we're going to join Dexter. Yay! Going for a drive. Nice long one. We're going way up there on that plateau that we can just barely see through the trees. Way over there. It's going to take us a while. This could be the entire episode. But that's okay. We needed a kick back and relax episode anyway, right? And hopefully we won't get caught in too much traffic. And Dexter will get there soon enough that when we get to the university, we can actually put in some residences and some parks. It'd be nice if the school teachers didn't have to live way out here and drive way over there just to go to the university. It'd be nice if the students could do that too. Yep, Dexter's a careful driver. He's not going very fast. Everybody is passing him. Well, he's on the freeway, so I'm going to speed him up a little bit down here at the bottom. I'm going to take him up too and accelerate the time as much as I can without making it too jerky. There we go. Just taking a nice long drive. I've been wanting to do just a solid first person on one of my episodes here anyway, and it's about time that we did. So, and this is a good way to do it. We just put the university in, so let's see how some people at least, get there. There is a metro right across the street from the university, but people have to discover it's there, and apparently they drive there for a while before they discover that they can get there some other way. What would be really great would be if in this game, and I don't know of any way to do it yet, and I don't know of any search engine or anything or a mod that gives us the ability to do this. I think it would be great if in the game we could search for a certain person with a certain name that we had given them, so that we could check in with them every time that we come in and see what they were up to. so that we could go back and find Dexter Price in about 3 or 4 episodes and see if he's still driving, or is he taking the metro? Is he even still going to the university? Has he already completed his work at the university? I mean, who knows? We could follow one person through the game and see what they do. I think that would be really great. And maybe there's a mod for that. I'm going to search for one, but so far there isn't. I also can tell you, while we're doing this, that I found, and I haven't tried them yet, I found parking for bicycles that people apparently, according to the picture on the mod anyway, already, Sims really go in there and park their bikes there instead of the bikes disappearing out from under them. That would be really great. So I thought I would try that in a couple of the park areas and like over by the, places where people bike to, like in front of the high school. Remember how I think it was Katie that we went with in the last episode, and she was bicycling to the high school, and before she got there, at the corner, she jumped out and we wound up back where we started. If she came in and had to go and park her bike, then we might have a better shot at getting out of her and still being in that area. I mean, getting off the bike that she was on, because we're really sitting on the handlebar of the bike, and the bike, of course, disappears because it has no place to be parked. So if I can put enough little parking spaces in for bicycles, I'm thinking that maybe we'll get a better shot at it. Maybe the bicycle will even stay in the parking lot, and when you see it being slipped into a parking stall, you can jump out then and find the person that just came off of it. Anyway, I thought I'd try that. Probably won't happen in this episode because, let's face it, Dexter has a long way to drive, and we're going with him the whole way. So, and while we're going with him, we're making $14,446 a week because of the extra commercial street that we put in last, and probably the extra commercial that we allowed to be built up above in the commercial areas. We'll see. I would like to figure out where he is, but I can't tell from over there. I think we're getting close to where the bridge is, because I can see the town out there, just barely. I can see Old Port Side, little bits of it, over the tops of the trees every once in a while. And I think we're going all the way out here. We're bypassing Port Side altogether, going around the long way, and then going to come back. Oh, I see the university. We're not too far away from it now. Yep. We're headed for the university. Here's the water. We're going over the bridge. We're closer even than I thought, because the new nightlife residential is over here that we used to deal with. Now we're going over the water where the well, the boats don't go through there. They come in through the bay, but you know what I'm talking about. I would turn around and show where we remember I told you about these pylons that I had to put across, and then they disappear because everything's underground now. That's where we are right now. So close. So very close. And we're following somebody else that's in a Jeep also. And hopefully I can get out. I think I'm going to get out a little bit before we get, because I don't want to have another Katie episode where 3 or 4 blocks before the university suddenly he jumps out of the car and the Jeep bounces us all the way back up to the plateau. We can see the university right over here. So it's getting really close, and I'm getting really nervous because I'm afraid I'm going to get bounced back. Because see, they can't park here because of the bike areas. If I put, and I also found parking lots, just bare parking lots, and I'm going to try putting those in around the university also, so that people have a place to park and the Jeeps don't just disappear. I'm hoping that that will make a difference. If the Jeep is still there, then we could bounce out of it, right? If the bicycle is still there, we could bounce out of it. That's my logic anyway, and I'll be trying that later. We're at 25 minutes on this one, so I might try it here. Ooh, okay, wait a minute. I could try it now. Didn't even think of that until just this minute. Okay, so I'm going to try bouncing out of the Jeep that Dexter is in. We know where he's headed now. We don't need to go with him all the way. There, okay, so he's coming up to, see if I can get, now he may have parking in here somewhere that he can drive into. Oh, there is parking. I wonder if he would go in there. A lot of other people have. Okay. I'm going to put a little road here. I have everything on hold. I'm going to put a little road in here. Just a small one, but still a bicycle road. Oops, oops, oops. I want to put a new one in and run it right along here. All the way around the university. If I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Said the train. Come on, you can do it. Okay, so now we have a two-way road going all the way around, and I'm going to see if I can find the parking that's just parking and put some right here. Or maybe right here. Well, you know, I really want it, yeah, I'm going to put it right here along the front. Or, no, I'll put it right here. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. It's probably in Tools. I may have to make a little park out of it because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing anything like it. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to make a park out of it, so I will have to do that in another episode. I don't think it would be in Monuments. Yeah, I'm not going to look for it right now. We'll go ahead and go back into Dexter's Jeep. I don't know if this is, no, that's Anna. She's in front of Dexter. This is Dexter. He's in the blue Jeep. Okay. And we'll see if the Jeep gets pulled in and parked, because there are some parking spaces there. Or if Dexter just hops out and his Jeep disappears. Maybe only the teachers are allowed. We will see. I want to go real slow here and see what Anna's going to do with her vehicle. Real slow. Barely moving slow. Yeah, okay, the people up in the front are barely moving. It'll give me time. If she doesn't, if she jumps out, then I can jump out of this vehicle. She's not turning. Of course, that was a road I put in there. But I don't see her turning here either. No. Is Anna going to jump out? Is Dexter going to jump out? Okay. I am so nervous. Who's going to jump out first, and where's their Jeep going to go? You gotta wonder. I have everything in slow motion because I'm thinking there might be parking back here somewhere. I don't know. Dexter is still in his Jeep. Why is he stopping here? She jumped out, and that means he's going to. So out we go. We get out of his Jeep. Yep, there's Dexter. And this is Dexter. So now we can put this back to regular. And there he goes. He'll probably walk into the building. And I suppose we'll lose him then. I'm guessing. Oh, he's just going to stand around for a while. Okay. Okay, so we're at 30 minutes. So we're done with episode 71. And I'm going to figure out how to get the parking in. We'll put the parking in over here for our students, because apparently the other cars belong to the teachers. And we'll see if they work. I'm gonna, in the next episode, we'll put in some parks around this and some buildings. So we'll jump out of him. Give you one last look off of the. There we go. This is our view for now till we put in buildings out in here. This is our view from the university to all of our city. Everything we've got so far is up here. And we do have a couple of people coming out right there. Nice. Okay, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and close out this one and see if I can get it uploaded for you. And we'll see you in episode 72. Bye.